morning. Welcome to 10 Minutes Ladies Time with Ruth. I'm Ruth Olivia. I'm so glad to have you join me this morning. I'm excited to have you join me. Thank you so much. So let's just go straight to our topic today. And our topic today is resting on God. Resting on God. So how did I come about this topic? I realized that we're living in very, very difficult times. We're living in times whereby challenges keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and it looks as if you're serving God, yet challenges never end. It looks as if you're going to church, yet the problems never stop. It looks as if, oh, I'm a woman of faith. I have faith in God. Oh, I'm a woman of prayer. I pray all the time. But why are these things still lingering in my life? Do you understand? And it looks as if everything that you do, it looks as if you're not doing anything right. I've been in that position. Every one of us find ourselves in that position at one point or the other of our lives. Let me tell you the truth. There is no journey that is smooth. There's no journey that is easy. God promised a good and expected end. He said in the Bible, He said, my thoughts towards you are of good and not of evil, to give you a good and an expected end. So that is God's promise. But He never promised a smooth journey. He never promised a smooth ride all the way. There will always be challenges. There will always be things that challenges the presence of God in your life. Look at the examples of the people that we look up to in the Bible. Look at people like Moses. Moses was supposed to lead the children of Israel away from out of the land of slavery to the land that God promised them. But he went through his own ups and downs. He went through his own ups and downs. Look at somebody like David. David was anointed from a very tender age to be the king. And look at all what he passed through before that actually actualized. Look at someone like Joseph. Joseph had a big dream. He had a dream and he shared it with his family. He knew that it was heading for greatness. Now he knew that there was something resting upon his shoulders that was more than him. He knew that there's a purpose for his life. There's something about his life that heaven is reckoning with. But look at what he had to go through. He had to go to prison. He had to be humiliated. He had to endure being lied on. He had to endure many things. Many of us right now, it looks as if our life is full of endurance. It's not going to last forever. No problem lasts forever, especially for people that are putting their trust in the Lord. Because the Lord never disappoints. He never disappoints. I'm sure at a point in Joseph's life, he felt that, oh, God has disappointed me. He felt that he was doing something wrong. He felt that he was out of purpose. Sometimes we can feel that we are out of the purpose of God when things are not going well for us. Sometimes we could feel that, oh, there's something wrong that I'm doing. Maybe I'm not doing something right. You know, Joseph must have felt that way in the dungeon, that what did I do wrong? Did I not interpret God's dream properly? Am I actually interpreting God's dream? You know, the dream that God has given to me. Am I actually interpreting it properly? Am I living my life the way I'm supposed to? Many of you are out there. You're asking yourself questions that, what am I doing wrong? You're asking yourself that, am I living my life well? At times you're confused. At times you're helpless. You don't know what to do. The moment you think that you came out of one problem, looks as if another problem is showing forth, and yet you are serving God, yet you are praying, yet you are trusting God day and night. Every day you try to be strong. Every day you try to put on a smiling face. Every day you try to just hold on to the last hope that you have. More like the story of Joseph. Every day Joseph will witness one person picked from the dungeon that he was in. You witness one person picked and being killed. You witness another person picked from the same prison that he is and being killed, and he's wondering, I hope it's not going to be my turn one day. I want to let you know that time when you feel most that God has forsaken you, that is the time that is actually working more on your behalf. That time when you feel most that God doesn't care about you anymore. That time when you feel most that God has disappointed you. That time when you feel most that you have lost all hope, you have lost all strength. That is the time that God is cooking something up. I don't know why the story of Joseph is inspiring me so much this morning, but it sounds more like a relatable story to me, because I've also had my share of ups and downs. I've had times where I felt that God doesn't even remember anything about me, that God doesn't even care about me anymore. But I never knew that God was preparing something for the future, because after the storm comes the rain, and those tears of pain that you are shedding right now, one day, very soon, is soon going to be tears of joy. I just want to tell you, dear lady in pains, hang in there, keep trusting God, keep resting on God, never give in to troubles. I've had people that because of the challenges in their life, they've left church. I've heard of people that because of the challenges in their life, they went into alcohol. Some have left their husbands. Some have dived into many things, enter associations, enter cults, and all sorts of things, looking for a solution, running away from where God has placed them to another place that God has not placed them, all because of looking for solution. At times, the best solution that you need right now is to stay where God has placed you. Do not leave the covering of God upon your life just because you want solution. There's a reason why He placed you there. There's a reason why Joseph was in Potiphar's house, even though the wife was going to do him harm, but he remained there as a servant. And there was a reason why he was in jail for a number of times, even though it looks as if there was no way out for him in the jail that he was. But there was a reason, because in that same dungeon that Joseph was where God wanted him to be, for his destiny and his story to be perfected. There's a reason why you are where you are right now. That is where you need to be. Where you are right now is where you need to be. Do not run away from God's presence in search of solution. Wait on God. Rest in God. Keep resting in God. Because the more you rest, the more you learn to abandon yourself in the arms of God. The more you learn to just let go of everything that troubles you and just abandon yourself in the arms of God. One thing I always tell myself, I say, God, Shebi, I'm your daughter. Shebi, you said that my life is yours. Shebi, you said that you created this life for your glory. Then do whatever you want to do with this life. There's one thing that I always have at the back of my mind, that there's nothing committed into the hands of God that gets spoiled. So I know that my life cannot be spoiled, my life cannot be destroyed, because my life is in God's hands. I want to encourage you this morning to rest on God. Rest in God, because in His hands your life is perfectly safe. I know that you're going through so much right now, but it's just for a moment. It's just for a time. It's not going to last forever. And that tears of pain will soon become tears of joy. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for 10 minutes in this time with Ruth. God bless you. I want to see you next time again, next week, for another episode of 10 Minutes Ladies Time with Ruth. And if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do, because you'll be massively blessed. God bless you. See you again next time. Bye.